What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to be continuing to work on our 2003 Silverado project truck that we have here on the channel. Now we are going to be pulling the box off the frame today, but before pulling the box off the frame we are going to be doing some work on the actual tailgate of the truck. I had a problem with the handle on the tailgate, so I went out and instead of buying another handle online, I was able to find a tailgate for cheaper than it was a handle. So that's gonna actually give me a couple extra spare parts like the latches, so I can save those for the future just in case I have a problem with my current latches. And we're gonna start that first, and then we are gonna pull off the box. I went out yesterday and I picked up a 2-ton engine hoist from Summit Racing. I'm gonna be able to use that engine hoist for taking off the box today, plus other future projects that I'm gonna have here on the channel. So with that all being said, guys, let's get straight into it. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be swapping parts from one tailgate to another. The truck did have a roll pan on it here before. This is the roll pan here. I gotta pull the license plate off. This thing, honestly, that thing's garbage at this point. It wasn't even installed properly to begin with. So these hinges here were already replaced on both sides. So now all we're gonna do is we're gonna try and swap that tailgate handle over, and we're gonna see how the locks work. If the locks are not working properly on the ends of the tailgate up here, I am gonna take the locks off the other tailgate, and hopefully what we can do is we can make that all fit properly. After we do that, we're gonna work on starting to pull off this bed. I'm also gonna take out that bed liner. I'm not a fan of the plastic liner. Don't know if I'm gonna keep it or I'm gonna do a spray liner on this truck or not. I'm definitely gonna think about it, but I'm gonna pull it off because I wanna see how the body is underneath and the wheel wells here. I wanna see if there's rust. So let's get to it, guys. By the way, guys, if any of you guys are interested in this air compressor right here that I opened up in the last video, it's a really good air compressor. I'm really impressed with it. Grab one for yourselves. It's a really, really good unit, and I definitely encourage you guys to go grab one if you are in the market for one. Okay guys, so it is fairly simple to replace the tailgate latch on these trucks. All you gotta do is remove these bolts, and you're gonna come over here and remove these screws all the way around. So you take the plastic backing off, which is gonna let us gain access to the handle on the inside. So once you have gotten that plastic backing removed, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna take out this other bolt right here. There's two more. There was these two on top, and now you guys take out this one right here. So when removing this, just be very careful. It does have the plastic tabs here, which I did manage to actually crack 2 of them, which I wasn't really looking to do. But anyways, it's got the tape here as well. So what I do is I'll just go ahead with a little plastic epoxy, and I'll just fix these tabs, and it'll be just good as new. As for removing the rest of the handle here, there is 2 bars that do go to the latches on either side of the tailgate. All you gotta do is pop those bars out of this plastic tab and then rotate it around, and you're gonna be able to slip this handle right out of the tailgate. Okay guys, so we are on to tailgate 2, and as much as this tailgate, it looks as it's in rough shape, I mean the paint's peeling off and stuff like that, but it's actually pretty solid. So this is the tailgate I'm gonna go with. This plastic piece is warped, so I'm just going to use the one off the other tailgate. So it's just going to be a repeat process to pull the rest of this tailgate apart. It didn't, broke the clips, but it doesn't matter because this is the old handle. So worst case Ontario, we can just use the other clips off the other handle. And this one, ours are rather rusted compared to the other ones, so it's going to be interesting to say the least if it's going to operate these locks properly. There we go, guys. That's the old handle. It's just completely rotted, rusted. It doesn't even work properly, so we'll just throw that over there. And hopefully these work. So this is the new handle, guys. Well, new to me. And we will install it the same way we took it out. This would help if I had the bracket that actually attached onto the truck, so let me grab that real quick and attach it. Clearly this side needs a little persuasion. Alright, so guys, we got this tailgate on, and I mean, by no means this tailgate is perfect whatsoever. We are going to be doing something to eliminate, I'm not sure if it's one of these or both of these sides. Basically, you take this off and you put a hydraulic arm on. That's how all the new style trucks are. I mean, look, this cable is all torn up. It's pinching in here, so that's going to be something in the near future. And like I said, guys, this tailgate is by no means perfect whatsoever. It's rusted. It has its spots. This cap is going to come off. I have to do all the body work on it, especially here, but it is dent free except for this little crease right here. And that's basically how this whole truck is and how this whole project's going to be. It's going to just be me, you know, learning and taking my time. And, you know, I've done body work and paint before, but this is just going to be something that I'm going to take an old truck and I'm just going to try to restore it and bring it back to life. Now, I'm definitely not trying to build a show truck here, and nor am I trying to build technically a work truck. Just trying to build something, you know, like an everyday driver pretty much. And yeah, by no means it's going to be a show truck. I mean, it's an 03, it's got higher mileage on it. I basically just going to bring it back to life and give it some more years to live. So that's basically just the goal with this truck. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some of this white grease on the hinge inside just to keep it lubricated, and I'll throw it on the locks as well. So since this cable is in actually better condition, I am going to go in over and just swap it with that cable real quick. Go ahead and I'm going to save these locks here that are on the other tailgate I got. And this is the reason why I try to buy things as a whole unit if I get them cheaper. Like I said before, I only needed the handle, but I actually picked up a whole tailgate cheaper than I could just a single handle online. So now I'm going to have these extra locks that I'll just put away. And you know, if I have somebody who needs a lock, or I end up, you know, needing a lock myself, then I have an extra spare part here. Before we start lifting the bed off, I am going to take the bed liner out before I do so, and I'm just going to get it out of the way and toss it off to the side. Those plastic rails up top are really on there. See if we can pull this bed liner up. Always falling
for the wrong guys. They keep telling me it's alright. How could I be so blind? I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright, they look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there?
Well, I don't know if you guys can notice, but I've clearly never removed a plastic tonneau cover. Maybe not. Alright guys, so as you can see, the tonneau cover is out, and I thought about using it in my other truck, my other Silverado. I'm not sure if the bed's the exact length, but it doesn't even matter now because I thought about using it, and now like that idea has just gone completely out of my head because that thing is the worst thing you could possibly put in your truck. And it's difficult to take out, but not to bet you. Look at this. But this is what happens when you use those. All the water sits underneath. And hopefully, let's see. Okay, so that's good. These wheel wells are solid all the way around. They're solid here. Oh. Okay, so it's starting to break the surface here. It still seems pretty strong, but you guys can see the point, right? See? Hole up here with those plastic rails. So that's what happens, guys. That's what you get when you use a plastic bed liner. Pretty much everything is just sitting underneath the plastic for years and years and years, and it is just rotting the metal because there's nothing in between. All the dirt and debris gets stuck underneath, and what does water do to metal? It rusts, right? So once it's trapped somewhere, complete disaster. Especially for the price that you can do a bed lining by yourself. You can spray it on, you can use a roller, you can use a paintbrush, you can go to a company and get it done. So many different things. So we're going to be taking care of this very soon, and that bed liner is going right to the dump with everything else over here, the roll pin and the extra tailgate. I'm gonna just do another dump run, and I'm just gonna take everything over there. So with that being said, guys, let's get that bed liner outside into the backyard so it's out of my way, and then we will go ahead with disassembling this bed. I believe there's 6 or 8 bolts on the frame. When I get down there, guys, I will show you the bolts I'm talking about, and we'll start pulling them out. Since this truck has a body lift, it's gonna be very easy for me to guys show you what you do. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna pull out that bolt, the back bolt, this bolt here, and 1 bolt here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then same on the other side. You're just gonna pull them out from the bottom with an impact and an extension. And then once that's done, you'll be able to actually just lift the box. So I just wanted to show you guys that, just because a lot of trucks don't have the body lifts, and it's harder to see where the bolts are and to explain. One of the nuts has stripped on the bed, so I am going to go in with that removal tool key that I bought to take off the wheels. Hopefully I'm just going to pound it on there. I can get it off, but that's just because of the age of the truck. I mean, things have been painted a couple times. It is rusted, so I'm going to start taking that off now. The bolts out on this side, all except one, because the nut is spinning inside the bed, or the piece broke off where the nut is welded inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take off the other side, and then I'll lift the box and I'll apply a little tension on the box, and hopefully that'll give me enough tension to pull back out the bolt. So I've got all the bolts out of the bed except for one. Like I said before, I'm gonna try to put tension on it and pull it out. If not, I'll have to cut it. So what you guys are gonna do first, if you guys are doing this, you're gonna have to come in here and unhook the wiring for the taillights. Instead of pulling the taillights, you can just unhook the wiring right here and it'll lift up off with the bed. Now, also to note that your fuel door, the funnel is attached. Now on mine, some of the screws are broken, but I do still have to remove. There's a cord right here, so I'm gonna have to remove that as well. And then once that is removed, what you can do is, I'll show you guys, you're gonna put straps from either corner, hook it up to the chain, and you'll be able to lift it straight off. You can take your engine hoist and you can basically just pump it up. As easy as that, just lift up the box. I'm gonna try to rig something up here to balance out the box real quick. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've rearranged my straps. Instead of going diagonal corner to corner, I've gone ahead and done them side to side and side to side at the front, and they're looping together in the middle. I'm gonna try to grab it. I'm hoping that this is going to balance out the box as I lift it up. Box off right now. That almost looked like a dent for a second. Just the reflection off the bungee cords. But anyways, the box is off, free and clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to pull the truck outside. And once I pull the truck outside, I have some sawhorses, which I'm gonna set the bed on. Okay guys, so actually while I have the bed in the air, I just want to take a look at the condition underneath this bed, because we are going to be repairing it. It's not too rotted on the bottom, but it is rusty. So we're going to go through it and we're going to try and scuff this down and we're going to paint it all. And as you can see here, all up in here, these are all rotted, I believe, all behind here. So we're gonna have to go through and I'm gonna have to do some repair panels on these. Basically what it is you cut it in here and go across just like that and down, and you weld a new wheel arch in. That's basically all you can do in that sort of situation, aside from grinding these off and actually doing a whole entire bedside. But if I was going to get into that, I would definitely not do the bedside. I would probably just replace the entire box. So as you can see, the bed is off. I not only used the sawhorses, but I also used some wood, like old wood shelving I had laying around, just to give it some extra support. Just the two sawhorses wasn't really, I wasn't really comfortable, especially I have kids too, walking past it in and out of the garage. So I definitely wanted to make sure it was secure as possible. But with that being said, guys, I'm really excited to get this project going. I mean, the box is off now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start on the frame or the box. I might actually start cleaning up the frame, so that's what you guys are probably gonna see in the next video. So if you guys like this video today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys would like to see more content on this truck and this project that I'm doing. Like I said before, guys, I'm basically just taking you guys along with me for the ride, just something I'm doing at home, and I just figured I could share with you guys, and whether you guys learn something from it or it inspires you to do something on your own car, that's all I'm really looking to do. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.